Hello, I'm Rakaya, and today the reason I'm on here creating this video is inspired by Dan Koe's Don't Find the Niche, You're the Niche. So that's the reason why I'm here. So I want to introduce myself to the world, create my own kind of niche. From what I got to learn from his video, I am more able to come to realization that I have so many interests and I can't niche down to anything, and it's going to be my kind of brand. And I've learned a lot from Pat Flynn, from being a podcaster to YouTuber. Saw his journey with him creating another YouTube channel about Pokemon cards and everything, and like I appreciate everything about it. Uh, for email marketing, everything. Pat Flynn is all rounder. So yeah, I've learned a lot from him. He's created an amazing brand for himself. Of course, Dan Koe is more of, niche down to self development and all those kind of things. And I've learned a lot from him. And I'm starting to understand that I am a brand on its own. I can't niche down to anything because every time I try to niche down, I create a new YouTube channel, I create a new Instagram handle, and it's just a vicious circle of inconsistency. I believe if I'm able to, live, be myself, it will be a lot easier. And there are these things where sometimes I'm like, if I create a particular brand, for instance, and the brand is into like, let's say I had this brand, the Weather Poet, or it's meant for me to, write poetries, read poetry, mine or any other person's own. And then there's a day where I just kind of want to share an emotional thing, something going on in my life, and I thought it's something that I want to share out there. I tend to find it hard to go to the weather report because like maybe that's not the right place for me to go to. Then I created another handle, the Moon Smiles. The Moon Smiles has been my favorite outlet so far. I'm able to be myself on there. I'm able to say whatever it is that I want to say on there, and it's. But sometimes too, I'm like, can I really go on there and post this? There's so many videos that I've created that I've not posted anywhere because I'm like, oh, do people want to hear this? Do people want to see this? Does it go with the brand that I have on there? Like, the brand on the Moon Smiles is more like carefree. I don't go deep into anything. And then there's some days where I have this very serious talk that I want to share, but I'm like, does the Moon Smile, does it really go with the Moon Smile? I don't know. That's one aspect of the reason why I haven't been consistent on so many things. And then the fact that my 9 to 5, there's this thing about me where I I want to separate my 9 to 5 from every other thing that I do in my life. But then um, I've met a number of people of recent, especially when I went for the Alcon conference last 2 weeks ago. That's the Association of Radiation and Clinical Oncologists of Nigeria's their conference, their seventh conference, and I came to a realization, and apart from that, with the new medical officers that I'm working with, that I kind of do have some form of responsibility to the larger population out there. Though I know you guys don't know what I'm talking about, but like, as a medical officer myself, who's been working in an oncology clinic for the past 3 years under the supervision of radiation and clinical oncologist. I have, a lot of information that um, a brother, like a lot of people don't know that I just assume they do know. And if I don't create content about them, then how people know? And there's this part of me that feels like I'm not the right person to create this content. I'm just a bloody medical officer, you know what I mean? But it's different. I'm a different kind of medical officer because I have been opportunity to work in this space where a lot of people haven't been able to work in such space. So I have first-hand information, even if I think I'm not a consultant or whatever it is that I think in my head. Yeah, so but then I'm like, do I create a platform separately for this, create another one for that, create, maybe for cancer patients, for cancer, because I have this part of me where I really want to talk about my challenges and how I, deal with it, and like as a medical officer in Nigeria, the challenges I'm working with cancer patients, the stress, not the stress, but like the emotional stress, psychological stress. Those are some of the things I really want to talk about and would love to hear what other people have to say about it. And like, how do you guys interact with your patients? Have you ever heard of psycho-oncology? Do you guys have such access in your places? And I with going to the conference, I have found resources. Going to the conference is one of the best things ever because I've found resources, people that are in the front line, people rendering the service, people that can help cancer patients. So I have a place to refer them to. I'm super happy. I'm so happy I went to that conference. I came to know of something called Oncopadi. Oncopadi. And yeah, if that's the only thing I'll be peddling on my channel forever, I think I'll make that my niche. There's Oncopadi. But if there's something I can leverage on, and there are people who have the strength, who have the strength and who have worked on these things that I'm like, I don't know how I can do them, I don't know how I can create them. I don't have to reinvent the wheel. I always collaborate with them, and Uncle Paddy was created by someone who I'm a fan of. I first heard, like the first time I ever came across her was I think sometimes in 2021 when I started going into when I was into podcasting and everything like that. And I came across her podcast titled Ex Medics. I loved it. I loved everything about it because it was the contents on Ex Medics was were things that help medical students. It was more like a senior talking with medicals, creating content, talking to medical students, junior in the medical field about to how to like how I say it, about how to overcome the challenges of medical school, overcome the challenges of medical profession, and that being juniors is not bad, and you're not the first person going through it. You're not alone in what you're going through, and I loved that podcast, and I really wanted to share it with as much people as I can. But unfortunately, by the time I was going back looking for it, I couldn't find X-Make this anywhere on the internet. Yeah. So Economics was created by a consultant radiation and clinical oncologist. Her name is Dr. Salako Omolola, and I have been a fan of her ever since. And where I, my consultants that I'm working under, they also knew her. And I remember back in 2021, they mentioned how she was a recipient of a grant worth of like 100,000 US dollars, and she's this, she's that. I was super excited. I've been a fan ever since, and it's my greatest surprise. I got to meet her live and direct 2 weeks ago at the Akron conference, and it was so nice. She's so nice. She's so humble. She's so kind. She's so sweet. She's everything I could ever imagine. Okay, okay. I'm fine. I'm fine, girl. Whatever. So yeah. And she is the creator of Oncopadi for cancer patients, or the patients with relatives who have cancer, or anyone who wants to get resources on cancer for the Nigerian populace. I don't know, let's say African populace. This is Tiwantiwa, like made in Nigeria, made in Africa. If you want to get resources on cancer, from cancer care, want to know information on, where to get cancer care from, you need psychological help, because patients with cancer and relatives of patients with cancer, they need emotional support. There's so many things they fear, and they want to speak to someone, maybe not family, you know just think of Uncle Paddy, go on there. I personally haven't used it before. I just saw it at a conference. It's made by somebody that I really respect. She is a consultant, radiation and clinical oncologist, Nigeria board certified. So yeah, fellow of, I don't know which fellow she's, probably national West Africa. So yeah, Uncle Paddy, that's something you can check out. If I'm if you don't trust what I'm talking about, just use Oncopadi. Just trust a radiation and clinical oncologist. Not trust this bloody not half this bloody medical officer. 3 years on the job. Forget this game. But just whatever. Okay. So let's go back to Dan Koe and his inspired and how he inspired me to make this video. Yeah. So I think from now on, I'm just gonna be myself. I would probably talk about cancer on days that I feel like, enlighten people out there, and or at least point people to resources on where to get the right resources on, how to help themselves. It's, and then there's so many days where me and my colleagues are just talking, and we're talking about so many things, and like the things we're talking about should be, out there. Like people should be talking about it, not just in our small tiny circles. And of course we also have our own. We talk a lot. Do we practice what we talk about? Like I know those are some of the things that doesn't want me to like talk about some things, because have I taken my own advice? But then I'm like, even if I don't take my own advice, I still have to advise somebody. Maybe somebody else will do it, so I can save somebody's life. Like I got these cheeks. Everybody tells me to go fix it. I know exactly what to fix it, and I hope to listen to that part of Dan Koe. I have so many things to do to fix me. There's a lot of fixing it to do to this girl. She knows. I don't know when she's gonna get it fixed. This is also gonna be part of my brand and I today, guys. I'm trying to fix myself. I'm probably failing so badly at it. I have so many accounts on the internet. On Twitter, I have a number of accounts on Twitter, and there's this one that I'm using currently. Shall I mention it on here? I don't want people going there. Then I'll not be comfortable talking about myself again. Aren't you trying to be comfortable? Okay, don't let me mention that. I can't. Oh my God. Anyway, so I'm going to be, whenever I create any content, whatever it is, as long as oh my boy, it makes sense, I'm going to try and share it with you guys. Okay, so what are possibilities, random things that can happen? So the fact that I'm a fan of Moist Critical, you should know that I can be quite weird. Of course, I don't subscribe to everything Moist Critical does, because there are some things that are just not it for me. But then I still like most critical content when he's not so cringy for me. So sorry guys. Um Pat Flynn, respect. So many other content creators or tech informants. The guy has been so amazing. I've been following him for a while. That doesn't mean I'm still gonna create YouTube video. Like a lot of time when I have conversations with people in my life and I just throw out these informations and they're like, you know so much. How do you know so much? It's because I'm chronically on the internet and I like learning new things. The issue is I just keep learning new things. I need to start using them. That is the challenge that I have. Using what I've learned. Like now I know I know how to create. I know the concept of blockchain, how to mint my own tokens, how to mint my own NFTs, and like I know so much, and I know and I do nothing, and I know nothing. Like it's crazy. Yeah, I'm those people that I'm those people that um, if I had teachers, no, my teachers are proud of me. I became a doctor, guys. I mean, I went to medical school and I graduated. I did something, I guess. I made it. I made it. And so far, it's been a privilege, absolute privilege, to be working in an oncology clinic. I Yeah, it's been a privilege. There's so many things I want to talk about, but this video is not gonna make sense anymore. It's probably not making sense right now, but from the fact that I became a doctor. After becoming a doctor, going for a house job, interacting with patients, seeing patients get better and all those kind of things. It's a privilege to be in this profession. It's a privilege to interact with people and get to have information about their life, their inner secrets, and them trusting you so much and you doing what you can, helping them through it all. We're human. I'm human. Um, I'm a woman. What does that mean? I'm human. I can talk about some things. Like oncology. Mm, that is one aspect of me. I'm a webtoon junkie. I used to be an anime junkie. I've not watched anime in a while. I don't know what happened. What happened to me? I don't know. But I kind of I do watch webtoons. So it's more like I go to work, I do the best I can, and then I numb my brain for the rest of the day instead of making instead of being productive. Productive meaning create content, build projects, build complete projects, an app or whatever. Do something productive. What I do is either learn something new or numb my brain with webtoons and YouTube. Charlotte Dobre, all the petty and all the AITH or whatever they say it is, all those contents. They keep me entertained. And Atozi, he gives me all the dirt on everybody. I don't know why, but he's the dirt. He is that commentary man that gives me all the dirt. The weirdest dirt ever. Like, he gives the summary of what's happening on the internet. And of course, you most critical, finger zero, always tells us what's happening in the world. So, do I need the news? Okay. X.com gives me some news sometimes. Some of the gist. When I want to know what's happening in Nigeria, go on to X.com, Nigerian space. Oh, apart from the blockchain stuff, there's this thing that I'm also doing. I don't think 100% gonna come out and spread that, but it's also part of things I do, which is like the tapping game. It is so unfortunate that a medical officer, somebody who's supposed to be a respected medical officer, it's tapping game. But say, who doesn't want extra $1? Extra $1. It's like 1,500 naira. Fa. Hey guys, I don't know if I want to post this on the internet. Which other platform? Should I put it on my real name platform? Nah. Dan Koe, I'm sorry, but this is going to the Moon Smiles. Yes, this is going to the Moon Smiles. And I'm gonna put a filter on this that's gonna be so black because I didn't I'm not the best at grooming. Yeah, so there are no makeups on here. And a very I'm not gonna say it. So, but whatever it is, I'm gonna post this on the internet. Probably nobody's gonna see it anyway. Oh, it also reminds me of all those videos. Like I've seen two videos of neurosurgeons who quit. A neurosurgeon quit to hike. Another neurosurgeon quit to. I've forgotten she started a different kind of 9 to 5. Well, I'm not quitting because somebody's gotta take care of them patients. And apart from that, I don't have any other means of livelihood. I only live on my medical salary. So yeah, I'm not quitting. And I think I'm being I'm starting to think that since it's been 3 years, I've been working as a medical officer, and this is my 6th year of graduation from med school. I think it's about time I just start residency training, but I'm scared of the thought of I will start medical residency soon. I mean, being in the system, can I just go write the exam? But I've not worked with any radiotherapy machine, so I have a lot to learn still. Um, yeah. So this is the girl who's gonna be talking about oncology, random stuff like webtoons that don't make sense, not bad basis, and other things that come my way, blockchain, uh, WordPress. What else do I do? Anyway, anything that I find interesting, I'm gonna come. Oh, poetry. I mentioned poetry one time like that. Yeah. So I have so many different parts to me. That why I couldn't ever niche down. I see. Yeah, I'm gonna put the link to Oncopadi somewhere in the description. Should I put the link to where I get my lessons to? I'm sure you guys are gonna be like, is this person crazy? But somebody has to live. I'm a human being. I have feelings. I have my own quirks. I'm an introvert. I've met people who say they can't believe I'm an introvert, but I am an introvert. If like going to the Archon conference, oh my god, if it wasn't for somebody who's a complete sweetheart, Professor Azuzu, who actually took me round, like I don't think I've been able to network with nearly half of the people that I was able to network with at that conference. I swear to God, because I was just gonna be minding my business, looking at everybody, and be like, "Am I sure I'm in the right place? Was I supposed to be here?" Yeah, I'm a weirdo. I'm learning to be a better humankind. So, yeah. So, um, if you're a cancer patient out there, know that there is some form of treatment out there, and don't shy away. There are doctors out there who are here for you, and I am one of the people who believe in doing something is better than doing nothing. And in the treatment of cancer, it's not just about treating the cancer. You have to treat the patient holistically. You have to put in cognizance their other comorbidities and their social mental well-being. We have Professor Azuzu, who's a specialist, who's the front bearer of the psycho-oncologist in Nigeria, who's working tirelessly on ensuring that cancer patients' psychology and mental well-being is taken into cognizance when we are treating these patients to help with them being able to come to terms with a lot of things. And of course, we can also play down the role of pain and palliative care in cancer treatment. These are all things that are out there available and should be sought out. And it's good for cancer patients to know they're not alone in this. They're not the only one in this. And I believe with Oncopadi, you will have a, they will be able to take care of you better. I'm only one person. The number of radiation clinical oncologists in Nigeria is just about 70. I'm not even a specialist. I'm not on that list. I also want to use this platform to let people know that there's this specialty in Nigeria, and we need more medics to, come into this fold and help out. There are so many other people that work together. It's a in treatment of cancer. It's not just the medical oncologists or the radiation clinical oncologists that are involved. We have the surgeons, we have the hematologists, then we have hematologists, we have, when it comes to radiotherapy and all, we have the medical physics, we have the radiographers, we have so many people involved, nurses, part of rehabilitation with the physiotherapist. There's so many people that are involved in this. The pharmacists who supply the medication, the regulatory agencies, so many people at play, and all of this is to care for cancer patients. So, cancer patients, you're not alone, and there are places you can go out there to find help. Oncopadi can definitely help you. I think they have more human resources, more structures that can help you better than I can. I'm just a lonely, bloody medical officer somewhere in the world. Okay, signing out. Do take care. Bye, guys. If you got to this part of the video, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I would like to say that one of my terrible quirks is the fact that I laugh at anything that's inconvenient. So if I laugh inappropriately, forgive me.